The following stories are real. All suspects are morons until proven otherwise. This is a Came from Evansville Watch.
That's right, your post-Easter edition of It Came from Evansville Watch. Now, this week we don't have, we've got Kat with us starting tomorrow, but for this segment, we've got Ryan O'Brien, who went through diligently finding all of the ridiculous stories that happened on Evansville Watch this past week. So Evansville Watch is a Facebook and Twitter organization that monitors the police radio here in town. When something goes out over it, they'll tweet or status update about it so that we know what's happening. Ryan went through, found all the good ones, and he's reading them as they are written.
That is correct. And Kat usually has some spiel, and I don't know what she says. So what Rob said.
Just plain Evansville.
That's just plain Evansville. They're all true. They're just plain Evansville. I know that's part of it. So let's get started here. Disorderly conduct at Blackford and Morton. Several juveniles yelling at cars passing by, throwing things and hitting cars. EPD en route.
That's become a new trend, it seems like.
It's like the cool thing to do these days.
Don't like that.
I don't like that either. Not cool. 1300 block of Covert Avenue. Intoxicated driver. 3 others also in the vehicle. All seen passing around Crown Royal bottle. EPD en route.
I like when they give specifics. Like, it's not like passing around alcohol. It's passing around Crown Royal. I can see it now.
I'll tell you, I mean, if you're going to go all out and do something like that, you know, Crown Royal's not cheap. So you're doing it right. If you're going to do it right.
I suppose they were living the big life.
Yeah, somebody got paid. Eastland Mall, security following 3 to 4 female shoplifters. EPD en route. Subjects cursing at security.
It's a dead sign that something's wrong.
Yeah, usually that is the case.
Usually, like, if you don't steal something, you don't start swearing at the...
My assumption would be they are being accused of shoplifting, claiming they're not, and therefore cursing at security for... But again, I wasn't present, but I like how they had to throw that part in, that they were cursing at security. You don't know me! Eastbound Columbia.
That's probably what they were yelling.
They had some other words in there, too, that I can't say. Eastbound Columbia from Garvin. Subject in gray G6 leaning out the window, displaying a gun. Not so much funny, but like, yikes.
I imagine that's what that song Like a G6 was probably about.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Huh. Flying so high, displaying my gun like a G6. I think that's the album version. That's not the radio edit.
I think that's how it worked.
Yeah. Reckless driver, area of Lodge and Riverside Drive. Person on an ATV is speeding and driving recklessly.
Listen, that can be very dangerous.
It is very dangerous.
Yeah, we had a story locally where that
we did. Yeah, over
sadly.
in Illinois. Yeah. You can get away from you if you're not paying attention, especially out on a regular street. I would imagine too that's not the smartest idea. All right, be on the lookout.
Still smarter than a scooter, though.
Well, I would agree. At least it's got 4 wheels, or 3 at the very least. Be on the lookout. Southbound on Ray Becker from Lloyd. Silver vehicle swerving and driving like a mad person. Sometimes it's not even so much the story, it's whoever writes it for Evansville Watch does such a nice job of really painting the picture there. Driving like a mad person. A few more here. EPD dispatch to the 1800 block of South Kurth. Caller says there's a male on her porch yelling at her.
Huh.
Some man just showed up and just yelled.
As describing it as a male makes me seem like she doesn't know who that person is.
That's the way I would take that as well.
And that's scary. Mm-hmm. I don't want a stranger on my porch, let alone a yelling one.
I had a guy one day, I went out back to get something out of my truck, and a guy was walking through the alley, and he asked about a guy that used to work with us on one of our sister stations who hasn't been here for like 3 or 4 years. And I said, he doesn't work here anymore. He and his wife, well, what's he doing? Well, he and his wife started an ad agency, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I won a birthday game from him. And he was very rude to me. So I called his boss and told him that I don't have time for that. I don't need to put up with that kind of stuff.
That's what did it. That's
okay.
Ryan was being nice by saying he left to start an ad agency, but it was that complaint that call.
Do I have this look on my face like, please tell me your life story? Like, I don't care. Weird dude walking down the alley in downtown Evansville. Just please go, leave me alone. Casey's.
Well, can we steal that birthday game now? I mean, is anyone doing it?
I don't think so. Not in this building, to my knowledge. Casey's on St. Joe. Report of a male in a vehicle passed out at the pumps.
At the pumps?
At the pumps.
So do you think it was like he pulled up and then passed out, or do you think he started pumping?
My hope is that he started pumping, and as he's standing there with his hand on the nozzle, just kind of put his head down on the roof of his car and just nodded off. That's my hope.
I mean, I know usually that they stop, once you reach your tank is full.
Stop, yeah.
But like it just keeps spilling out and getting on his jeans is the way I see it. Like his shoes are covered in gasoline.
We got 2 more here. 2100 block of West Franklin. Intoxicated subject in front of Smitty's. Subject urinating on the sidewalk.
There it is. There's our urinator for the week. Good.
It has become like a weekly thing for you guys, hasn't
Absolutely.
it?
There's one every week, at least one.
Yeah. You know, when you got to go, you got to go. Although, look, I certainly have had my moments of being inebriated to the point to like I just have to go to the bathroom every 5 minutes. But I would like to commend myself for finding the bathroom first, or at least tucking myself away somewhere where people won't see me.
Look, except for the one time on the Pennsylvania Turnpike where I had that terrible stomach flu, I've always been able to find a bathroom to finish with.
Again, alcohol makes you do stupid things. One last one here, Rob. This is a throwback Thursday from September 30th, 2011. Dispatched EPD on check welfare call for a man standing on Crattsville Road casting a fishing line into roadway as cars pass.
That is an episode of Beavis and Butthead. That's couch fishing.
Trying to hook himself one.
Is he trying to catch a piece of pizza or cat fishing is what they were. I don't.
Mom, going out back, gonna give me a Cadillac today. You know who I picture doing that? The guy from the
Beavis.
State Farm. I picture the State Farm commercial where the old man's got the dollar on a hook. And the lady says, insurance company, give me money. He's like, got your dollar. Oh, almost got it. Oh, that's how the guy in the full-on hip waiter just standing on the side of Crattsville just trying to hook himself a passing car.
He caught himself a public urinator.
And that's what we got from Evansville Watch.
Well, Bill, did you catch anything good today? Just got another meth head. I gave it a shot. I used better bait. All I got was another meth head.
I ended up throwing him back.
I just threw him right back in.
I find that the meat's chewy.